Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be looking into a new game that I've been playing. It's a nice, fun, mindless, brainless, no thought head empty, chill game. Yeah, okay. And it is called Craft Food. Let's get into it. Also, if you hear rustling or noises, that is my new baby, my new pet mouse. He's awake and active. Future Abby, please insert a picture of the cutest baby ever, Kohaku. Thank you. Okay, so when you come into the game, if you've made any progress at all, when you come back, you will have money that you have made while you're offline. And I don't believe this game has a max time limit where after that certain amount of time you don't make any more money. Here is my kitchen. It looks like this, and we have a lot of stuff in here. Let's start off with buy up here at the top left. If you click on that, you'll teleport to this shop where you can buy the ingredients. As you can see, I have a bunch of ingredients on the left of my screen, and this is where your ingredients will be as well. You click buy, and these are all of the options that you have to buy, and it's random which ones are going to be in stock. The more rare ones, I believe, are less likely to be in stock than the common ones. For me, I like to just buy everything, even if they're commons, because eventually you will need to use them. The more rare the items, the more money that the dish will make you when you use them. And the ingredients restock every 5 minutes. Next is the sell, which you can either teleport using this button or just walk to it because it's right here next to buy. This is where you sell any of your items that you have no more use for. Now let's go back to the kitchen and let's talk about crafting. So these things in the back of your kitchen is where you are going to craft. You don't start off with this many. I think you start off with maybe like here to here, 4, and then you purchase the other ones as you make more money. For crafting, the way that you do it is that you click on items and you do a variety of mixes and matches to figure out new recipes. So if you use 1 flour, you'd make a bread. If you use a milk, you'd make milk. If you use egg, you'd make an egg. But if you combine milk, flour, and egg, you get a whole new recipe. When you discover new recipes, you get a recipe boost, which you can see at the bottom left. I believe it is 5% increased every time you discover a new recipe, and that includes different mutations. So this circle means the basic no mutation form of the recipe, and then if you find the heart mutation, then that's another 5% and considered a new recipe of the same item, which is why you want to have a lot of the ingredients even if they're commons and you've already made, like the bread, because you not only use them to get mutations, but you also use them to build to make totally new recipes. You are able to check the recipes that you have made or the recipes that you're missing on the board back here. This shows you how many you've discovered of the normal ones, how many you've discovered of the heart mutation, the gold mutation, the diamond mutation, and the galaxy mutation. You're also able to check it on the right here, clicking recipes, and scrolling down, you'll see everything that you've made. And if you haven't made it or haven't discovered it yet, it'll be more faded. You can check what you use for each of the recipes you've discovered. You will be able to see the ingredients for any of the recipes that you've discovered if you've discovered it in at least one of the mutations, or if it's normal. So for example, my pistachio macaron, if I click on it, I can see all of the ingredients that are used to make it, even though it's grayed out, because I have discovered it in gold. With the recipes, if you don't know how to make a recipe, using this recipe book can also give you assistance. So if you click on it, you can not only look at it visually and make assumptions based on where it is on here. So after blueberry, it starts with the cocoa, which this is the first recipe, and everything else here in this section should have cocoa in it to make it. And you can see how many ingredients are in it. So this should help you at least a little bit if you're struggling to find any of the recipes to unlock. When you do unlock recipes, you reach gold points, which you can check in this rewards at the top right, and it goes by tens. And when you reach a checkpoint, you actually can collect some of these ingredients and you can claim them, which there will be an icon whenever you do reach a checkpoint for any of these. There's also roulette next to it, which you could spin and get a free ingredient every apparently 6 hours. There is another quote unquote type of mutation, which is the big mutation, and that means that your dish can be double its size, which also makes more money. Crafting the more expensive items will take longer than crafting the less expensive items. So let's do a bread, takes 5 seconds, and let's do a cocoa, and that takes 10 minutes. This is actually a gold mutation. You can tell the mutations based on the color of the recipe. So if you were able to notice, the ball of dough was a gold color, when normally the ball of dough would be like this, a beige color. And anything that is a heart mutation, the color of the ingredients when it's cooking will be red tinted. Anything that's gold will be gold tinted. Anything that's diamond will be blue, and anything that's galaxy will be purple. So that's how you would distinguish before your recipe is ready if you actually got the mutation that you're looking for. And with the big size, you'll also be able to tell that, like, the dough, for example, would be a lot bigger than the dough is for a normal size when it's cooking. The next thing is the events, which you can see the timer for at the bottom right of your screen. It tells you about the next event that'll show up for mutations, and it lasts for 5 minutes. So it is random whether it's heart, gold, diamond, or galaxy, and you can utilize this event to catch up or to make progress on any of your recipes for these mutations. If you go to buy and you walk over here and you wait, it will go to a sign that shows you the increase in money production for each mutation that you get. So normal only being the 1 times, heart, gold, diamond, galaxy, all increasing in value for how much it'll increase your money production for your dishes. You cannot have more than 1 mutation on it except for big. So you can't have a galaxy dish and a heart dish in one, but you can have a galaxy and a big, or a heart dish and a big mutation on one dish. So this is the galaxy event. This is an example. There's 5 minutes for this event, and what I like to do is I like to check my recipe and go to this event, and I like to start from the top just so that it's easier for me to make progress on this, because these ones are faster and take less of the harder to get ingredients. And then when I do discover something new, it gives me the boost that increases the money for all of my dishes. So for this, I've discovered tomato pudding, tomato, sugar, milk, egg. What I do is I put them in and I check to see if it's purple with the galaxy, and it's not, which means I didn't get it. So I keep doing this until I see that I've gotten the mutation that I want for it, and then I move on to the next recipe. This is and there we go, we got it. This is because we don't really have a lot of time in this event, so you kind of want to keep going and making as much as you can in the short amount of time that you do have. Because once it's over, the chance of getting Galaxy is back to normal. So this one, tomato, egg, flour, sugar, milk. And we got it. There we go. And I just do that over and over again, just maximizing as much as I can, which is also why it's good to unlock all of these, because once you get into the more difficult recipes with the higher rarity items, you will probably only have one chance to get it. You won't have time to re-put it on the same thing because of the long cook times. And then I guess it is 25 minutes between each mutation event. There we go. Confirmed. 5% boost. Same here. And this is also why I like to sell, because where I'm at right now, anything below 10k like this is not valuable for me with how many slots we have. And so if it's below 10k, usually I will just sell it at the shop so it clears up my inventory, which you can check your inventory here. If it's full here, it's at the top left. This shows you everything that you have in your backpack. Oh, and because I've discovered more Galaxy, I've unlocked a reward, which it indicates to you with a green little circle. You go to Galaxy, and I've discovered 80 Galaxy mutations, or recipes, so I can claim for banana ingredients. Awesome! For collecting money in this game, you simply just walk over your items, and then that is how you pick up your money, which you can see above your ingredients here. To most efficiently pick up your money so you're not spending a lot of time going through every single row, money is collected across 4 tiles. So if you stand in the middle of 4 tiles on this line and you go across, then you collect all 4 of those at once. And then you go over 4 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go down this line to collect the next set of 4, and then once more. That way you only have to go back and forth 3 times and you've collected everything from your board. And you save a little bit more time. The last thing I want to talk about is this. This board tells you how it works. It's in the middle. And over here it tells you the time when these change. So basically you'll see these, and these are dishes that you can make with cheaper ingredients than the ingredient that you'll get. And if you make it, you can exchange it here once for the ingredient that it tells you it'll give you. So if I make this lemon cake, is what I believe this is, and I exchange it here, I can only exchange it once in this time slot, and then it'll give me a strawberry. If you're struggling to find any ingredients that you want in the shop, or you just can't afford it, then this is another way that you're able to get ingredients, is by cooking dishes that require the lower tier ingredients to acquire the higher tier ingredients. Thank you everyone for watching this video on this little new game that I've been playing. It's fun because I don't really have to think much. It's a chill game, and I like games like these every now and then. So if you're ever looking for a chill game like this, give this one a try, and hopefully this helped introduce you to the game. And if you already play this game and you have any recipes that you've seen that I've discovered that you're struggling with, comment below and I can respond to you with the ingredients that you need for it. Thank you for watching again, and have a good day. Bye guys!